Hi everyone in English 110. This is just a quick video. I try to do these weekly, but it usually ends up only being about 3 of them throughout the duration of the 5-week course. I try to speak to a couple points made in the discussion post and then, what to expect coming forward next week. So there were some really good points made this week in response to the Grammarly and the plagiarism. Very enlightened, informative, thoughtful commentary. I think you all did a fantastic job, and I'm very confident that you all have a solid understanding of what plagiarism is, why it's bad, and how you can avoid it through citation and reference pages. Sarah posted this in the forums that she and her husband a couple years ago, I think he was in a course, and then she had written an essay and uploaded it to a similar program, and it came back as plagiarized, but she hadn't plagiarized. So I thought that was really interesting because it kind of speaks to the fact there's only so many ways to write something. And these are only computer programs, so they don't know. They're just looking for wording. And if the wording matches something that's already been written, it's going to say it was plagiarized. And I think that, her question was like, what happens then? And I would imagine that that's something that I would just be upfront about, probably with the instructor. Like, look, I didn't steal that. So, I mean, it's a very relevant, interesting question. I would be curious to know if the wording was exact or if sites like Grammarly or Turnitin look for just kind of matching phrases. And then Jacqueline or Jackie, who I know from a previous course, mentioned that it's really important not to procrastinate, because if you don't manage your time appropriately, you can run into snags and then maybe feel like your only option is to plagiarize. Hopefully not, but maybe that's what happened with this student. And that's kind of ironic since the whole essay is on plagiarism. Julia, I really liked her comments to know your resources. As you go into school, as you're in school, always be aware of what resources you have for help so that you never feel incapable of completing something. And I hope at Brian that you all do feel that way, because I know how important it is, from the provost and the deans downward through the faculty and outreach and IT, and all of it is based on you guys understanding that you have so many resources. You have student academic assistants, you have your coaches, you have your instructors, you have IT. We're all here for you. So I hope you never feel like you can't reach out to someone for help. And then Bernitha was talking about how kind of this vast overview of the stealing of ideas or plagiarizing, or just how, one company makes this model of a car and then they all make a similar model. And it's not exactly plagiarizing, because plagiarizing just deals with, words, but it's a similar concept. And I've definitely seen that on like the show Shark Tank, where someone says like, oh, well, this was my idea, but then someone kind of stole it and now they're making money off of it. But, it was like a bigger company that took it to China and now they've brought it back and sold it here. And I think that's so sad and unfortunate, that, kind of patent infringement happens, which is a very similar thing to plagiarizing. It's stealing someone else's idea and calling it your own. So it's alive and well. And as I mentioned with the whole Pharrell and Marvin Gaye case that just went through the courts, it's something that I think is dealt with more often than maybe we realize. So anyway, so today is Sunday evening. You have your writing assignment, week 1 writing assignment and quiz due today. Then next week on Wednesday is the second discussion post, the second drill, and then on Sunday of next week, your second writing assignment, expressive essay, and then your reading assignment. So have a wonderful week. Reach out if you have questions, concerns. I'm always around and happy to help. Have a wonderful week, and I look forward to getting to know you all better in the weeks to come. Take care.